Well, Relic 9 is upon us, ladies and gentlemen. We knew it was coming. We just didn't think it was going to be this soon. Galactic Legends are going to be the obvious Relic 9 candidates, but which one should you do first? I'm going to go through it with our boy Loki now and give you the inside scoop on which one you should and shouldn't do as priority. So let's go. And we're here with our boy Loki. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're brand new to this channel, please smash that subscribe button. It is super, super important to help us grow this awesome channel. Now, Loki, Relic 9, it's dropped, baby, and it's dropped hard. And we need some serious materials to unlock these bad boys from Relic 8 to Relic 9, don't we, man? It's pretty insane.
Oh, man. First off, thanks for having me tonight. They dropped bombs on us today, and yeah, Relic 9 was one of the big ones in that post, in that update today, and it's in the game, man. I'm chatting with you right now, and I'm staring at my game, and the Senator's Relic pack just popped up in the store. So yeah, We've hit everybody can get them now, you know, which is scary.
It is. Well, I mean, we're not surprised they're going to drop packs. Let's be honest. That's something that we knew was always going to happen. But look, I wanted your opinion, Loki, because I know a lot of people have been asking me since obviously it was dropped earlier on today, my time, which was about 8 hours ago or so when the news dropped. But a lot of people have been asking. Galactic Legends, of course, are going to be at the focal point of most people's farm when it comes to Relic 9 materials, but they're not quite sure, a few of them, which ones they should focus on first if they have multiple Galactic Legends in their roster. So I thought this is a good chance to catch up and say hi and just get your opinion on which ones you think are the best ones. So the number one that I've got on my list, Loki, is definitely Jedi Master Luke. He gets an enormous bump. I mean, we know Relic 9 materials are focused around tanks, generally. I mean, we know that, and they mentioned that originally when they released it. But man, doesn't our boy JML get a serious buff in this particular upgrade?
I mean, I'm looking at his stats right now, brother, and holy crap. His general stats, so mastery, health, protection are the big bumps. What is it, about 12,000 health and another, gosh, how much protection does he get here? Is it 21,000?
Yeah, 21,000. It's just enormous. It's huge.
Oh my goodness.
It is absolutely huge. It really is. But
yeah, so I mean CG dropped the Relic 9 and what the focus was back on the original Road Ahead, right? Where they announced all the nerfs and all these changes coming, and it looks like they've stuck to their guns, and Jedi Master Luke, I mean, he's the only tank out of all the Galactic Legends, so it's almost a no-brainer if you got him. He's definitely, I mean, this is going to add more survivability on him. We know in a whole squad of Jedi where he's the leader, he's going to be taunting the whole time.
Yeah.
And you and I being in the top, two of the top guilds in the game, we're using Jedi Master Luke to, counter Rey, counter other GLs, and it just seems like a no-brainer. Maybe this will be my first one. I don't know yet what I'm going to do, but it feels right, because especially if we're using him on defense, or I'm sorry, we're using him on offense to take out other Galactic Legends. This is just going to add so much more survivability to him.
I don't know what you're doing, Loki. You're not sure yet. I'm telling you straight up, as soon as we finish this video, I'm taking JML straight to Relic 9. It's happening.
Really?
Straight up. Absolutely. 100%. Take it to the bank. As soon as we finish this, I'll have a Relic 9, JML, Jedi Master Luke the moment we jump off here. That's how confident I am that he is my number one.
So before Territory War lock,
Yep. We're just before lock. How's that for a surprise? Dead set. So JML is my number one pick, guys, straight up. But the one after that, which is a really cool one, and we haven't seen his full potential hit the game yet, though, Loki, but Lord Vader is my number two. I think that Lord Vader, a character that's built around protection, and Relic 9 upgrades are built a lot around protection boosts, I've noticed, when it comes to the tanks, and Lord Vader's going to get a significant rise going from Relic 8 to Relic 9.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Lord Vader's a weird one, right? Like, he's labeled as an attacker, But again, Jedi Master Luke is the only tank out of the GLs. But I think Lord Vader, I mean, honestly, I'll actually take a step back. I'm debating maybe doing Lord Vader first because of how he plays out right now. You know, I think a lot of people were saying, man, he should have been a tank because he acts like a tank, right? He takes all the hits.
He does.
When he starts doing his mastery, his ultimate, he steals all the mastery from the other tanks around him, Piet and Darth Vader. The dude gets super tanky. And, you know, I've timed out against this team in GAC, you know, like a Lord Vader, Darth Vader, and 3 tanks kind of team. And I'm actually going to say, Heinze, I might do Lord Vader first. He's a very close number 1 on my list, but I agree with you. JML and Lord Vader are looking the most attractive right now, in my opinion, for first Relic 9 GLs.
They're definitely the top 2. I mean, they're the top 2, but yeah, I just find JML, the reason I'm saying JML number 1 on the list at the moment is because we can get the full potential out of him right now. And Lord Vader, yes, it has timed out, but he's not going to be as good until Maul drops out, and we're going to have, I think I see still ample time to get enough Relic 9 materials in an endgame type roster that I'll be able to do him when Maul comes out, and then he will sing. So I'm just thinking priority from a time frame point of view, not necessarily a performance point of view at this point. But definitely number 2 on my list because he will be enormous. And when Maul drops as well, he's even going to be more disgusting. That's just going to be a case straight up.
Yeah, I agree. It's
So
solid.
Don't snooze on Vader. Don't snooze on Vader. Definitely. Number 3 on our list, and I've got a couple of things I want to talk about with this one. Rey, of course. Now Rey is I'm gonna use the button for this because Rey is annoying in general. Let's be honest. Even at Relic 8, she really is. 3v3, she's a monster. Now taking her to Relic 9. Just with those extra boosts in general and the tankiness. But this is the thing I want to talk about as well with Rey is the other characters that you would use with her. We know that we use Rey and then we normally, as you said, supplement her with tanks around her in a lot of cases to make her perform even more strong. Make her a lot stronger, sorry. Excuse my wording. So there's a few ideas I want to throw at you in a second, but Rey to Relic 9 is number 3 on our list. That's about right for you, Loki? That's my number 3 anyway.
Yeah, that feels super solid. Yeah, I agree.
Cool. So what I was thinking was, and this is the thing, it's built around tanks. This is the ultimate tank team to throw with it. So there are so many different combinations that we use with her. IG-11, for an example, is used quite frequently with her, with Quill. Quill IG-11 are quite popular. You'll see you'll see along the lines of L3. L3 is an option that you see very, very often with Rey as well. Are any of those other ones a good idea to take to Relic 9 to supplement Rey? Whilst Rey isn't, that's the thing. I mean, Rey's going to give a little bit, and that's fine. She's not going to be as strong a boost as the others, but when you supplement the other tanks with her that you might put with it, that could be even more nasty, couldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, she's very versatile on defense. Like, you can put so many different combinations of scoundrels, resistance. Heck, I mean, we're seeing Rey Cat right now. So I mean, you're throwing Galactic Republic behind her. Very versatile. And the Relic 9, I'm looking at her stats right now. She gets about 6,000 additional health, 6,000 protection. But she's just going to be naturally tankier, right? Her armor goes up. All those little stats. And the thing about Rey, right, is you're kind of on a clock the whole time. And if you can't get to her, she's going to get to ultimate, and we all know what happens when she gets to ultimate. She either kills you or she wounds you pretty bad. And then you just got to be ready for the next one. So I like your idea. It's still like what other people are calling it, right? They call it Rey and Prey or something like that on defense. And putting her at Relic 9 is just going to solidify that. She's still, even though her kit is day 1 GL, it's still very annoying, like what you said, and she's only going to benefit from Relic 9. She can't get any worse, Yeah. So the supporting cast obviously is going to play a big role, but how hard is it to take out a solo Rey right now, right? With something,
it's horrible. It's horrible. It really is. And now that you've taken away, of course, all of the non-Galactic Legend counters for Rey, definitely doesn't make it any better, that's for sure. So, yeah, you're going to need another legend to take it out. But, yeah, an interesting one. So, Rey at number 3. Number 4 is an interesting one. I've got Kylo. I've got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren at number 4. Now, these, you can kind of throw, all of them around here or there. I think they're definitely a bottom 3 out of all the options, but I think these ones you could they're very on an even keel, I believe, anyway. But, man, a Relic 9 Kylo could be pretty disgusting, could he not?
Yeah, his stat boosts are very similar to Rey's, so it's very linear. Again, additional 6,000 health, 6,000 protection. But again, he's one of those GLs that he can stand there in damage immunity. Like you can't hit him while he's standing there in ultimate. And he's just annoying. So, I mean, getting him at Relic 9 again, it's not going to hurt him. Maybe you'll see benefits like we've been seeing with JML, with the tank, with the tank characters. But I mean, I'm not going to look forward to fighting an SLKR at Relic 9 at all.
No.
I won't be looking forward to that. His damage goes up a little bit. Not too much, but overall his stats are it looks solid. And I agree with you at number 4 right there for SLKR.
Do you think a lot of people in time, not immediately, because there's certainly always extra priorities along the way, but would we expect to see a lot of Relic 9 First Order Stormtroopers or Kylo Ren unmasks as well in those lineups to supplement it?
So, I mean, one thing we haven't touched on, and I don't want to go off on a tangent here, but I mean, with Crew, you remember we get a ship with him, and yes. We all know that, the First Order fleet, if you keep calling Kylo Ren unmasked ship, the silencer to assist, that's the real deal. And it does big damage and you can stun. So I personally wouldn't hesitate, once I get my top 5, including GLs and other tunes, but I wouldn't second guess doing some pilots, especially Kylo Ren unmasked, because he could be terribly annoying at Relic 9, both on the ground and with the TIE silencer. So
would he possibly do any work against Executor at some point, or is Executor just still so far ahead? What do you think about that? Is that even an option?
Well, I mean, if you choose to go the route of the 2-shot, 3-shot technique to take down Executor, I do use First Order for my third team. Yep. To work him down, and it works, man. I mean, Kylo Ren unmasked, as long as he can survive, and if you put Crew at Relic 9, it's only going to make the ship better.
Yep.
So
I like it. So there you go.
Yeah,
straight up. So yep, we will probably see some Kylo Ren unmasked at some point as well. Number 5 on our list, of course, is Kenobi. We need to put Kenobi in there at number 5. This is a toss-up between the two, but Kenobi just come ahead at number 5. And, wow, Kenobi, when he's been insane the moment he dropped. Take him to Relic 9, he's going to be so much more solid than he already is. And I just find I use him in Arena. I mean, he's solid as heck. He really is. He just does the job for me. And Relic 9, you're not going to be disappointed taking Kenobi. But I think just not quite as high as the other ones at the moment.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of a toss up for me on that number 4, number 5 spot. I mean, I could definitely switch those around. JMK is my new solo team for the Sith raid. Mm-hmm. He's meta in Arena right now, and to take him to Relic 9 is definitely not a bad idea. I mean, I use him on a daily basis. I use him more than SLKR, so. Yep. I mean, for general all-purpose PvE content, raids and climbing the arena, and then obviously GAC and territory war, he's a solid choice, man. Honestly, he might. I mean, even for me, I could definitely see him. I can see throwing the Relic 9 on him first, even before Rey at this point for me. But I'll worry about that when I get there. But it's just he's so good.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have,
and he's not going away.
It's a good problem to have. Which one are you going to put it on, Loki? It's a great problem to have, man. Not going to lie, straight up.
Whale problems, brother. You and me both.
Now we're going to see some Relic 9 General Kenobis. General GKs. I would expect that we're definitely going to see that as well. I think that'll buff him up even more. Plus, of course, capital ship pilot for Negotiator. That makes sense as well. So I think that we're going to see definitely some Relic 9 Jedi Kenobis. We're also going to see some General Kenobis as well. I think that's a definite at some point. Yeah.
So I did notice if you Relic 9 General Kenobi, the Negotiator, I think the speed of Negotiator ties with Executor. So if
it does tie.
It does tie. It doesn't beat it though, but it is possible to go ahead of the Relic 8 Piet if you have a Relic 9 GK if you win that coin toss. So
I like it. So there you go. Keep an eye out for that, guys. That might work. It'd be pretty handy for a few people if they've got it laying around. It could be an option for them ahead of the others if they need a viable counter to Executor. So that'll be fun. And of course, we've got number 6. Poor little Papa Pelps down the bottom there. Sith Eternal is, look, I mean, he's last on the list, but I tell you what, it's really close between them all. It really is. But Sith Eternal, again, protection regen, especially using Wat Tambor with his shield tech. He's going to be, he should be able to counter Rey that little bit more, if I'm correct, Loki. Tell me if I'm wrong. But it would be really interesting to see how Sith Eternal works into this.
So I'm a huge fan of Sith Eternal, but I'm looking at his Relic 9 stats right now, and they just don't look that great. He only gets 4,000 more health. In fact, he gets less. He probably gets like 3,800 is what I'm looking at right now, if my math's right.
Yep.
It's not as substantial, and it's probably because his health pool is just so big already.
Yeah, that's right.
They didn't want to buff it up that much. But again, it's funny because they show his armor is plus 9.7%, but then you look at the new stat, it's still 9.7%. So that basically goes up a tenth of a percent or whatever, which is really sad. He's a solid tune. I mean, it's not a secret. You mod him for a bunch of health, and he can survive Ray Cat or Ray's whirlwinds and ultimates, and that's what you really need him for.
Yep.
But very lackluster in these Relic 9 stats, and I agree with you. I mean, he's probably going to be Relic 8 for me for a while. I'm definitely going to Relic 9 non-GL tunes probably before I do him. Yep. Just based on what I'm seeing with the stats, it's just not that great.
Yep. No, fair enough. Absolutely. So that's our top 6, but I've got a couple of little quick questions if I can throw them at the end here, Loki. Now, the boost from Relic 8 to Relic 9, as we know, is built around tanks. So that's a good thing. But one thing that I did see that did concern me is that, as we know, when we progress up the Relic tier levels, Loki, normally some of the Relic mats of the ones lower, you need less of them the higher the tier goes. But that's not the case from Relic 8 to Relic 9. You need 20 of the magnifiers. You need 20 of the other pieces. I'm sorry, it slipped my mind right now, but you need exactly the same to unlock Relic 9 as you do for a Relic 8 character. So the question's been thrown out there. Should people be focusing more on getting all their characters to Relic 8 as a priority, or should they be really focusing on making that bump from 8 to 9 because the resources are so high to take them up to 9? What's your opinion on that, Loki? I'm really curious.
Oh, man. I mean, are we being real here? Or you want me to joke around?
No, we'll both.
This is heartbreak, man. I'm scrolling it right now, and the arrow magnifiers, that's fine. I mean, I think we get those, or they announced that they flattened the Crankcore rewards now, right? That. Which is nice, you know.
Yep.
But the big one is these impulse detectors, right? Because you need all that gold gear, left side gold gear.
Yep.
And then now they introduced the Gerda keypad, which is now you need all the right side gold gear, right? To kind of craft that thing. And dude, I'm really not looking forward to this. It's very, very expensive. Looking at it right now. And you're right. Like, they didn't decrease really any of the mats needed, like even the lower stuff, right? Like the bronzium wire and all that stuff. So, to kind of answer your question, I would personally maybe wait, because you know how CG is with their Galactic Legends and stuff like that. And to not have a Relic 9 on deck to, meet a requirement. Let's just say if a Galactic Legends coming or something's coming where you need a Relic 9, maybe you always hoard one or two of them.
Yep.
But but again, that falls into that whole thing where do we save the Relic 8 mats, or do we keep Relic 8ing characters? And again, it goes back to that whole thing is, maybe we need to hoard the Relic 8s and Relic 9s. Maybe have 2 or 3 on hand. And then at that point, once you reach a little surplus, you can start playing around and putting Relic 9 on certain tunes. But I wouldn't, just Relic 8 tunes for the hell of it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately that's the way it's set up, is because you need the Relic 8 material to get Relic 9.
Yeah.
And hopefully them flattening the rewards and making changes to the gear crunches and stuff like that we're having right now. Maybe we do have a surplus of Relic 8s, and then you can start, on a regular basis doing regular Relic 8s here and there, and still have enough so you're not caught in that pinch where, oh crap, I need 2 Relic 9s now for a requirement or something. So
yeah, well, I mean, we're still in phase 1 of the gear crunch reduction that we also got the announcement for today, which I think that we're all very happy that things are happening when it comes to gear. I mean, we talked about it with Crumb only a few days ago, which was fantastic. A couple of little, we had a feeling that something was happening. We just didn't know it was this soon, guys. But we knew that there was certainly something in the works, which was great. So there's lots of other little tidbits and stuff in that chat, so don't miss that. The link will be below if you want to go back and have a chat with, listen to the chat with Crumb we had over the weekend. But big changes to territory wars. You're a territory war boy, Loki, just like myself. You do love your territory wars, and man, we're getting a shake up with that as well, aren't we? We're throwing more teams in. We're getting some rewards. We're getting some all sorts of goodies. It's definitely going to change.
They did say, right, we're getting the Relic 9, obviously.
Yes.
But I mean, we are getting Relic 8s, and was it Relic 1 through 7, right? There's going to be a crate for that.
Yeah, there will.
I guess in that. So that's man, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's a great day if you're in a guild that's territory war focused, and you guys stuck with it, and we stuck with it, and I think this is kind of a, kind of like our dream come true is we're finally getting some real rewards. It feels like they want territory war to be if it's got to be one of the premier game modes now in the game. Just by them saying, hey, we're going to dedicate exclusive gear to territory war now. I hope, everybody will participate in this and that. I mean, they said it, and it shows. And, now it's kind of like a tie, right? Like, I think you said it earlier in an earlier stream where, Conquest, we have to do Conquest because it's got good gear, right? It's got good prizes. It's got good, character shards. And now Territory War joins that, where you get the exclusive Relic 9 and you get all the other Relic pieces and slicing mats and whatever gear, that they're going to throw in there. So
no, absolutely. And hopefully the matchmaking was a big thing that stood out for me. There has been an issue, of course, in our game for a while now, Loki, not going to lie. There has been an issue with what they call, and I hate this term, I hate it, sandbagging. We know it's out there. We've heard it everywhere. It drives me mad. It really does. But I'm really, really hoping that the matchmaking changes they're making will eliminate sandbagging and get a much more even contest from guild to guild. We crave this enormously because we want this even contest, especially now, even more with this really important material. You're going to want to win. You need the wins to get those rewards going forward. So, the matchmaking is really probably more important than ever.
How did you feel about that reward split, man? Like the winner gets 5 and the loser gets 1. It's like, holy crap, man.
Yeah, it's nasty. It's nasty. Can you imagine you need to lose 19 territory wars to get a Relic 8 character? You lose 19 wars. No one is going to want to lose 19 wars, Loki. It's just not going to happen. Guys, I think this will be a big shake-up for a lot of communities and a lot of guilds that may have, like a bit of a casual approach with some more hardcore war players. They're going to be looking for these more serious guilds now that are territory war focused to ensure that they get the best chance possible of getting these rewards, because you just can't not go after them if you're an in-game player. Can you not, Loki? And
to your point about the sandbaggers, maybe that's the reason why, it sounds like the sandbaggers are now possibly going to leave those casual guilds and and go join more serious ones. And yeah, it's oh boy, it's I don't know what to say, man. I'm excited. I'm also terrified. They said in the post, and this is a very, in my opinion, they buried the sentence. It's right above the little chart that shows the new divisions, and it, like what you mentioned earlier, it specifically said these higher divisions are going to have to put more teams on defense, but they didn't say how many teams yet.
No,
so
they didn't. How many? I mean, we're about to go into war, Loki. How many extra teams per zone are you expecting at our level? I mean,
I don't know, man.
You're at the top. So, you're at the top of the tree, right? I mean, Core Patrol, you're at the top of the tree, right? Shadowlands, not that far behind. We're a little bit behind there, but.
We're all at the top, man. I mean,
I'm going to speculate. I'm only going to speculate because I honestly have no flipping idea. I have no idea. Sure. Let's be clear, right? I'm expecting at least 10 extra teams per zone. That's what I'm expecting around that mark.
So I was going to say the same thing. Is they could probably easily. So in 2017, when Territory War launched, it used to be 35 per zone.
Yeah.
So we can expect that to be the minimum number, but. Could it be more?
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah.
Is it going to be more per division? Probably is what I'm guessing.
Yep.
Because, let's think about it for a minute. Is the way GAC is right now, right? If you're in Div 2, you're putting one less team, right? Or two less teams, or what? It's something like that. Like when I watch the Div 2 players, they don't put as many teams as us in Div 1.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the little chart right now, and it says Div 23, Div 22.
Yeah.
So I'm going to assume that each one, as you go down the divisions now, I guess, Division 22, Division 21, maybe you put less teams on defense. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm just speculating because of what they did in GAC.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out soon enough, won't we, Loki? It won't be too long and we'll find out. And at the moment, let me tell you, there are some serious territory war officers losing their mind right now. Not quite sure on what to do. They're trying to get their head around it all. And it's pretty crazy stuff. But Loki, we're gonna let you go, man. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been a fantastic chat. Thank you so much for your assistance. Always an absolute pleasure to have you with us, brother. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, man. Thank you for having me. I love talking about the game, brother, and talking about it with you is always fun. So thanks again.
Always good to have someone with hair on the video, mate. Really appreciate it. Thanks so much, brother. Guys, again, if you're brand new, please smash that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. It really helps us. We'll see you on the next video, and we'll see Loki at some point on the Gridsy session very soon as well. Thanks very much, guys. See you soon. Bye.